some of you may have been left scrambling for a new solution for your live streams and your podcast interviews when Hangouts went away. But stay right there. I got a solution for you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today. It's your girl, Miss Eileen. Let's get started with today's video. Yes, welcome to another edition of Learn to Live Stream with your girl, Miss Eileen. I really appreciate you for watching this video, and I know that many of you were so accustomed to using Hangouts, and a lot of my podcasting friends were using that to make a deeper connection with their audience by recording their podcast episodes on a live stream in front of a live studio audience, if you will. But what happened is the folks over at Google or YouTube decided that they wanted to shut down the platform. There's a lot of reasons. I believe that security was one of the main reasons why they decided to shut down Hangouts. And really quickly, I want to say hi to my friend Studio Geek 32. Thank you so much for joining. And because so many people love that it's super easy to bring in guests so that they can record their podcasts, conduct interviews, even if it's only for the live stream, I've got a solution for you. And my friends, that solution is Streamyard. So let's take a look at Streamyard. I introduced it to you before, but there's been some updates, and I just want to keep you guys up to date and revisit Streamyard because it is a replacement for Hangouts. And I really want to, at this time, say hi to everyone that's in the chat. So now let's go over and take a look at Streamyard. Here we are, my friends, in the Streamyard dashboard. You can see there's destinations that you can add once you've signed up for your account. And my link is in the description, but I'll tell you now, it's eileen.link/StreamYard, all one word. When you're in the dashboard, you'll see that you can add multiple destinations. For example, you can live stream to Facebook, to a page or group, or your profile. But you also, and this is kind of breaking news, you also can go live on LinkedIn using Streamyard. And this is one of the updates that I was going to say for later, but it's right here in front of you. So I want you to take note that if you have been accepted into LinkedIn's live streaming program, and you have to fill out an application first, but once you do that, you're able to live stream on LinkedIn, your page or your profile. Next, YouTube. Well, I'm not using Streamyard today because I wanted to show Streamyard, so I'm using Ecamm Live. Y'all know I love me some Ecamm Live, but when it comes to interviews, Streamyard has streamlined that process by giving people the link. All they have to do is use that link, and then they can come in and you can do your interview. Next is Periscope. I always say AKA Twitter Live. because Periscope and Twitter Live are so intertwined and so meshed together that I don't know where one ends and where one begins. Now, if you want to stream to a different platform, for example, a platform that's been in the news a lot lately is Mixer. You also could want to stream to Twitch. You can use what's called the RTMP server. Now, I have gone over this in a previous video, so I'm not going to go over it today unless we get some questions about it, okay? And then for those of you who love to multi-stream to multiple platforms, warning, make sure you read your terms of service before you go live on multiple platforms, because a lot of platforms don't like you to do that. However, as far as I know, it's safe to do that with YouTube and Periscope. I don't know about LinkedIn. I don't know about their terms, but check them out before you do that. But when you do, after you've got all your ducks in a row, you can also use Restream. Links in the description. You can use Restream to go live on multiple platforms at once. Some people call it simulcasting. Some people call it multicasting. I call it restreaming. And so I wanted you first to see that. Okay, and so let's take a look at some of the comments that have come in. And I realized I didn't have my comment box open. So let's just go through some, folks saying hi and hey. I mentioned that Studio Geek was here. And Ugor, haven't seen you in a while. Thank you so much. Ugor is a designer, guys. And you Yacht TV, nice one. Thanks, honey. And then Christy, officially, or is it just your recommendation? Oh, it's just my recommendation. YouTube, Google hasn't made an official replacement for Hangouts. This is just my recommendation. And you'll see that it does just about everything that Hangouts used to do. And Yacht TV is from Nigeria. Thanks. It's great to know we have an international audience here. And then Tech Worldwide is saying high five. High five, Tech Worldwide. And I think you can stream from Streamyard to Mixer. You absolutely can with the RTMP. As a matter of fact, Studio Geek 32, the other day when you were in my Mixer stream, I was using Streamyard. Yeah, I was using Streamyard through Restream. A little technicality and maybe a little too techy for some of you guys, but just stick with me and my Learn to Live Stream with Miss Eileen series, and I go over each and every step in the various videos there. That's why I put together the series. So when you're ready to learn about one specific platform, you can go to that specific video. But if you're ready to build your live streaming stack, which is what I'm calling it, a live streaming stack, then that's when you'll go to my video where I talk about how to use multiple live streaming apps at once, and probably some of the things that we'll get into later on in this video. I see someone is asking, how much does StreamYard cost? So let's go over here and let's see what they have on their pricing page. You can use it for free, by the way. You can use StreamYard for free, okay? Then there's the most popular plan, which is $20. So that gives you unlimited broadcast, your custom logo, so you get rid of the StreamYard's logo, which is the little ducky. You can have custom backgrounds, and you can connect to Restream.io. All right, and then you can have the professional plan, but I'm not even going to cover that one today, okay? You guys can go over here and read it for yourself. Remember, use my link, eileen.link/StreamYard. Okay, so let me just come back on cam really quickly because I feel like I might be missing some of the comments here. So I want to make sure I get them all in. Get myself. Oh, Studio Geeks 32 says, that is great. Yay! I'm glad you like it. And you know what, guys? Really quickly, I just want to do a little fancy smancy stuff here and show you one of the things that I can do with Ecamm and Elgato. So I can play those audio clips so you can hear those. And I see my friend Tech Tubi is here too. I'm going to get that backwards every time. Tube Techie. I don't know why. I should know. I'm on YouTube. Tube Techie. Good morning. If you use your link, will you get a commission? It's not commission based. It's a referral program. So that just keeps it free for me. Okay? Tube Techie says LOL. Okay, so it is not a commission. They don't have affiliates yet. In fact, I think they are considering doing an affiliate program. Now, who here noticed? Because I have a few of my friends here today. Regulars. First of all, for the regulars, who knows what hashtag 2 taps? Hashtag 2 taps. 1 tap to like the video. The second tap to share it out. Share it out. Share it all over the place. Share it on Twitter. Share it on Facebook. Just send an email to your friends. Then, hey, Doug Houston, how are you? And if you're new, this is your first time. 2 taps stands for 1 tap to subscribe and the other tap to turn on those notifications. And I promise, my notifications will not drive you crazy. Because for one thing, YouTube limits the notifications. I just found out today or the other day that the limit was 3 notifications. I would never, unless I'm having technical difficulties, okay? And I had to keep restarting. But after the second time, I would probably give it up. I would never upload 3 videos in one day. I see folks doing this all the time. And you know what happens when they do that? Unsubscribe. Because I'm not subscribing to somebody who doesn't know you can schedule videos on YouTube, okay? Get a glove and get in the game, people. You don't have to upload 10 videos because you had 10 videos that you did on Facebook and now you're just going to upload them all to YouTube. Schedule them, space them out. You can do that with TubeBuddy. I digress. All right, let's go over some of these comments because you guys are so incredible. So let's see. I know that Doug was here. Let me see if I missed the true royal family. Hi, my queen. Hello, queen. Okay, and I answered the question about how much is Streamyard. It starts at $20 a month, but you can use it for free. Interesting. Yeah, that pricing is interesting, isn't it? And I did that with Switcher Studio last night. I was testing it out. Switcher Studio is another amazing app. And now let me tell you guys about Switcher really quickly before I go on to some more of the comments. Switcher has an app for iOS only. iOS only, so don't yell at me if you're on Android. They have an app that's called Switcher Go. Not the Switcher Studio. Switcher Go. I've got a video about it. You can go live on YouTube and Facebook with the Switcher Go app. And you don't have to meet YouTube's requirements. You know, you got to have 1,000 subscribers and all that good stuff and be in the partner program. But third-party apps allow you to go live on YouTube from mobile, and it's Switcher Go. Now, Switcher Studio is very slick, and it's really for someone who has like multiple camera setups. For me, I could do multiple camera setups because you can always use your phone or your iPad or your tablet as a secondary camera. but I don't get that fancy most of the time. If I had guests, if I had someone in here with me, I would. And I just want to mention for the folks that were on the stream last week, and I was trying to do a demo of the Ecamm and Stream Deck integration, and it didn't work, but it's working now. Just want to give y'all that little tidbit, and let's see it again. There you go. Okay, so Doug says, I'm still here. All right. Studio Geek 32 says, Apple Life. Yeah, hashtag Apple Life. You know, I was forced into it. It wasn't my plan. But one of the best things about me getting a Mac and an iPhone is Ecamm Live, which is what I'm using now. But although we're talking about Streamyard, so let's get back on topic. I got a whole bunch of Ecamm Live videos for those who want to know more about Ecamm Live, okay? All Apple, all the time, studio. We're going to have us a little Apple reunion. Okay, so good morning, Barb. I didn't see it earlier, so I'm putting it up on screen now. Great to catch you live this morning. Thank you so much, Barb. Great for you to join us today. And, okay. Tube Techie. Yes, I never put your comment on screen, so I want everybody to see your lovely smiling face. You are such a joy, and you always bring value, so I love putting that comment up there. And I didn't get a chance to put Doug up either. Doug is the man. Y'all, make sure y'all follow each other. I always say during my live streams, first of all, this is a community, right? So when you're in chat, you'll see those 3 dots next to someone's comment. Just hover your mouse over to the right-hand side of the comment, and you'll see 3 dots. Click those 3 dots, and you'll see go to channel. Now, y'all go to each other's channel and subscribe to each other's channel. Because what do you got to lose? Guess what? It's free. Okay? And let's not forget, 2 taps. I see some of you guys are doing it. You're hitting that thumbs up button. You're sharing it out. You're subscribing. And you are turning on notifications. Okay. Love you guys. All right. So, Paul Peck. My God, the man with 10 million views. Can we get a round of applause for Paul Peck? I don't have applause loaded up here, but we're going to play this for you, Paul. Okay, I saw that announcement over on Facebook. Paul has such amazing drywall videos, and just he's an amazing guy that he is up to 10 million views. Keep going, Paul. And Barbara says, schedule video uploads to YouTube. Yes. Schedule video uploads to YouTube. Yes. Please, people. I had to say it one more time because I had a weird look on my face because I was thinking about something else. But Barb is with me 100%. You've got more than 2 videos that you need to upload to YouTube. You've been doing them on Facebook. You've been doing them on Twitch. You've been doing them on Periscope. I don't care where you did them. You recorded them, but you just forgot to upload them. Don't upload a bunch of videos at one time and clog up my subscription fee, because guess what I'm going to do? Unsubscribe. And podcasters, I love you. I love you so much. You're famous for doing this. You just, because you're repurposing your podcast content over on YouTube. So you forget, and so then you want to do it in batches. Don't do that. Take 2 minutes? Maybe not even 2 minutes. Probably take you 1 minute just to remember, oh yeah, that's right, I'm supposed to schedule these. And even if you schedule it for the morning and the night, it won't clog up my feed. Or if you schedule it for one day, and then the next, and then the next, then guess what? You go back to your studio beta and see which one performed the best, because it may be based on the time that you upload. Okay. Whew. Thinking of doing a 15-hour stream on Mixer. Oh, okay. Great. Now, that gives me a prompt to remind you guys, September 30th, every year, Does anybody know what happens on September 30th every year? Because there's a long live stream. It's really for an entire day. And I'm going to recommend to the organizers of this live stream that they use Streamyard. And since I don't see any guesses here, I'm just going to tell you International Podcast Day. International Podcast Day is every year, and Dan and Steve Lee, their father and son team, they put that together. Oh, Doug says, yep, best day of the year. Yay! They put that together, and what they do is because they want it to be for the entire day, so they go to the furthest time zone in the world, which means they have to start the day before on your time, unless you live in whatever country that is, that has that very first hour of the day. And so it's really like, I believe, a 36-hour stream. So, oh my gosh, go over to internationalpodcastday.com. You'll see replays. You'll see your girl doing some participation in that event for the last couple years. And yeah, I'm definitely going to recommend that. And hopefully I'll be participating this year. But either way, I'll be there, even if I'm just a watcher. Okay, so let's see what else we got here, because you guys have been giving me some fantastic comment. I wanted to use the free trial of Ecamm just to test again. I have not used it for a long time, and it said it could not use it as older as a way to use that computer. It is yeah, if you have an older computer, it's not going to be able to hang with Ecamm Live. Yep. Sorry, I can't help you there. Once again, if we go live with private or unlisted settings on YouTube, no notifications are sent out, right? You know, Barb, I'm glad you asked that question, even though it's not exactly what we're talking about. But then again, it is. And it doesn't matter. We just talk about whatever we want to talk about here. I just found out there is a setting where you don't have to send notifications out. I don't care what kind of video it is. And I found out from Rob at vidIQ. Now, we always talk about TubeBuddy. We know we love TubeBuddy, right? We talk about Morning Fame. I've done videos for both of those two. It's been ages since I did a video for vidIQ. I can't say I never did. I did way back in the day when all these other tools weren't out. But Rob at the vidIQ channel did a video showing how you can set inside of your YouTube settings, you can turn off that notifications go out to your subscribers. So that's what I recommend, because any other technique that I've used in the past has not worked. Now, private videos, yeah, nobody's going to get that. And the bad thing about private videos is even people that you want might not get it. Because private videos, the idea is that you have that person's Google account email. Don't rely on that, because people may not even know which email is the right one. Because Gmail, some people set up multiple Gmail accounts. So anywho, let's go on to the next. Okay. All right. You asked that question already. 2015 MacBook Pro. Do you think it would work better? Honestly, I don't know exactly what year. That sounds like it would be okay, because if I'm not mistaken, my Mac, and it's not a MacBook, but it's an iMac, is from 2014. So that might work. All right. So, yep. Best day of the year. Doug may be able to help you. I don't know if Doug, you know the answer to that question. And then Doug said, yes, that's correct, Barb. Okay, so I know, honestly, though, I have done unlisted YouTube lives and people still showed up. Because I was trying to do that for my patrons on Patreon. I was just trying to use YouTube as unlisted, and then people just randomly showed up. So I don't know. And they were my subscribers. So, and you know, you can't like kick people out. Like, can't say, oh no, you have to leave the video now because this is only, no. So I know in theory it's supposed to work. 9:30 is also my daughter's birthday. So, oh, your daughter, you'll never forget International Podcast Day. But happy birthday in advance. And Paul, let us know, how old is she going to be? And Tube Techie, I said that right. Said, cool. You're supposed to say happy birthday. I was using a MacBook Air from 2012 until 2 weeks ago. So it was working then. I did not know that. Tell us what you have now, Doug. Doug is in the beta group, so he knows Ecamm Live inside and out. Yeah, that one little checkbox. Yes, the little checkboxes in your YouTube settings. I have TubeBuddy and vidIQ. Yeah, I have all three. I'm sorry, the third one being Morning Fame. Oh, someone asked a question on LinkedIn. I was only over there because somebody wanted me to watch one of their LinkedIn lives, and the question was, here's four YouTube tracking tools. What's your fifth one? And he had TubeBuddy, vidIQ, Social Blade, and Viduli. I actually stopped using Viduli, but I used the other three. But then, and I was looking through all the comments, and there was only one person that said Morning Fame. And I'm like, thank you. I'm so glad somebody else said it. Morning Fame. But guess what? Studio Beta. Duh, you got to start there. Oh, I left out the part about not just YouTube tracking. It was tracking of your competitors' videos. That's really important. I'm sorry I left that part out at first. Competitors' videos. And I still say start with Studio Beta, then go to Morning Fame, because guess what? When you have Morning Fame, every time you upload or go live, you're going to get an email that has all the competing thumbnails for your video. Nobody else is doing that except Morning Fame. So I got to give them a shout out. And I wish some of the other tools would get on board with that. But anyway, nice to have some techies in the house today. Yes. You got an upgrade. Yes, Doug. Let us know. What did you get as the upgrade? Oh, and of course you use Morning Fame. You're in the know, Doug. Okay. I think I skipped a comment or two. Yes, I did. Igbo study. Igbo study. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, hi, how are you? I know you've been here before. Thank you for coming. And I'm not sure. Okay, I think I'm caught up to date with all of your wonderful comments. So with that, I'm going to go back over to talking. I'm just going to talk more about Streamyard. I'm looking at my notes. Sorry. They're all the way over there. Streamyard has this really cool feature for folks who are doing podcasts, especially folks that like to have their headphones in. Like, I'm not one of these people, okay? I just want y'all to know. Disclaimer, I don't like headphones. I don't even like them when I'm at the gym and I got to have my earbuds in. Drives me nuts. But, you know, those that are really, really sensitive to their audio quality and all that, and I think it's a good thing, it's just not my thing. So let me see if I can give you an example. I have to pretend like I'm going live, okay? I'm not going to because I'm already live. I'm not trying to break the internet. All right, let's go to this screen share again. Hey, it worked. Good. So once you've added your destinations, you see them over here on the left. Everything's backwards, so it's actually my right. And let's move the little ATR 2100 out the way. And I'm going to pretend like I'm going live and restream. But I'm not really going live. I just wanted to show you this feature that I'm just going to say test. That is really great for podcasters. And here you go. When you're entering the broadcast studio, and you get to set all of your, with you using the webcam, your mic, and all that good stuff. And here's the link right here. Disable audio processing. This is what you want to check off. All right? And I'll tell you what it does now that I showed it to you. Hang on, but let me get out of here because I don't want to go live by mistake. I think that would have been Mixer, but I don't want to do that. So, Streamyard does this little thing where they massage your audio. So, like right now, you may not have heard that my air conditioning kicked on. Or let's say if my computer starts running hot, or it starts doing a lot of processing in the background. You will not hear that because of what StreamYard does. However, if you have a more professional setup where you've got Mixer and you've got your headphones on, your guest has their headphones on as well, not just you, it also has to be your guest, then you don't need that. So you can disable it. And so that's what that setting is. It's a setting that like I said, I'm not one of those that uses I have headphones, and they've been sitting in the box for about 8 years. I don't know. If I have to, what mic you using, Studio? I'm using the ATR 2100. I'm sorry, I thought you just saw that in the preview that I was showing. Oh, there's my buddy, Reg. Hey. Yes, break the internet. Not today, Reg. We'll do that. We did that last week, didn't we? Okay, so, and Paul says she'll be 24. Actually, she's moving to Arizona tomorrow to get her master's in forensic psychology. Oh my gosh, that's one of the things that we have standards for. See, y'all get me talking about my day job. I really don't like talking about my day job, but forensic psychology is one of the things that we have. Don't ask me how we have standards for, because that's way too off topic. But congratulations. I am so happy for her. And I guess that's Arizona University or Arizona State or something like that. I know they have some fantastic colleges out there in Arizona. And Studio Geek says he has a song called Breaking the Internet. Okay, let me just scroll back here and make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, I think I got everybody's comments. Okay, so what is your day job? I work for a standards development organization in West Conshohocken. So that's all I'm going to say for now. It's not that it's a big secret. Look me up on LinkedIn and you'll see it. Arizona State. Okay, good. I was kind of right. I guess if I name every university in Arizona, I probably would get it right. Dang, 8 years in the box, time for a yard sale. Honey, you just don't know, Reg. I need to, or a giveaway or something. Not just because of that. I got boom arms. I got I don't know how many mics I got. I'm not even going to try to count. But anyway, okay, so let's go back to talking about some of the updates to StreamYard. And maybe we will go back into that broadcast studio that we were in, so that I can show you some of the other updates that have happened since the last time. I don't like this. I'm not going to do it because I'm all fancy today with the green screen, and yet y'all can't see the green screen because if I use StreamYard, you won't see the green screen. Wait a minute. There might be another way to skin a cat. So let's try this. For those of you who are doing a lot of live streaming, okay, you may be aware that if you're using a virtual cam and you're using Chrome, it stopped working. And I don't know why Chrome made this update to make the virtual cam go away. So now what I had to do yesterday was install Firefox. When I did it Friday maybe. And yeah, that's not my favorite thing. I just want y'all to know I'm not happy about that. Chrome needs to get their act together. But no, Safari, I'm having a problem with Safari on my Mac, and I don't want to spend any time diagnosing whatever that problem is, because I really don't know what the problem is. So let's try to create a broadcast and use Ecamm as the virtual cam now with this tester broadcast I just created. Or virtual cam doesn't work on Chrome at all. Right. Virtual cam is not working on Chrome at all. Chrome disable virtual cams. Yes. I know. Okay. All right. So now the screen share might get a little funky because I had everything set up to share Chrome. But just bear with me. Okay. Yeah, it got funky because it shared the wrong thing. Firefox. Oh, man. Yeah, now we're going to have that. I forgot. Yeah, there's that, too. I forgot about that. Let's get out of the tunnel. Sorry, I didn't mean to take you guys to infinity. So, what I want to show you, I can take a screenshot of. But at least I will, in my screenshot, I will have the right background here. Okay, hang on. Let me take the screenshot. Let me smile for the camera. Okay, hang on. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I so truly appreciate each and every one of you for being here for me. Okay, so now let's open that up. And got to minimize Firefox so we still don't get that crazy stuff in the background. Nope. Hang on. Still got to tell it what to share. There you go. That's not as bad. However, take me off of there. Nope. It didn't like that. Okay, so in the section where you can add branding to your broadcast on Streamyard, you see over here on the right-hand side, and I don't mean to draw, but I didn't realize that that was selected, but it was. You have two different themes now, so the comments can come up with two different shapes. There's the traditional shape. For those of you who have used StreamYard for a while now, you might be familiar with that. I can't undo that little red that I put there. Sorry about that. Or you have the minimal layout, which is the one that I really like using. This one. I think it's a lot more streamlined. Then this is the area where you can add your logos. The other thing that you can do now with StreamYard, and I'm going to come back on cam because now you see here that there's this area. Overlays and backgrounds are what I'm going to talk about when I come back on cam, because I can see that that's looking kind of busy. And I got some comments to respond to, but I'm going to get back to it because I still got it showing up on open up on my computer. Okay. That happens with Hangout tool. You know, I guess that's one reason why they don't care about the virtual cam now. Now that Hangouts is gone, they don't care about virtual cam. So you bring up the point that you bring up. I'm not sure if that's what you were trying to say, but yeah. Radio Dawn is in the house and beyond. Infinity and beyond. Something doesn't foot. I've been live on StreamYard using Chrome with virtual cams both yesterday and today. I must be missing something. Yes, I can tell you what you're missing. The update to Chrome. So don't update it Now I have automatic updates on, but yeah. And Studio Geek is just laughing at me, and Doug is saying he has to test that, and yeah. And you know what? I can show you guys that. That I can show you because that's not going to bring up infinity screen. So let's do a screen share here. And this is Chrome now. You go to your settings, because this is how you would change it if it were working correctly. And I'll take those comments off the screen if that's getting on anybody's nerves. But I like having them on the screen. So you go down to Chrome settings and you go to advanced. And then you go to site settings. And site settings is where you have this camera option here. And when I go to that option, the only choices I have here are my Brio and my FaceTime camera. Ecamm was set as my default, and it's no longer there. And, you know, we've had the conversation over in the Ecamm beta group because we thought it was, Ecamm just updated their beta, and we thought it was an update to beta. And, you know, they were going to just be able to turn it back on, and then lo and behold, come to find out, no, it was not that update to the beta. It's Chrome. So Chrome does not give you an option now. And I'll tell you what build I'm on. Because I see Barbara said she didn't have this issue. So let's go to the About, and then I'll screen share that. And my Chrome is 76.0.3809.100. And let's see if I can actually copy and paste that and put that into the chat. Yeah, it's kind of a sad day. And, you know, like Studio Geek said, it's just really, when he said that, it rang true. You know, it's related to Hangouts. Yeah, they don't care about anybody using a virtual cam now. The Hangouts is gone. That's kind of mean, Google. It's very mean. And I'm sure they'll say it's a security thing, right? So I had to install Firefox. That's the workaround. Install Firefox. You know, stay calm, people. I know it hurts. It hurt me because I have never used Firefox until this past weekend when I installed it. Never. I went straight from Internet Explorer to Chrome, and I never looked back. I've had to use Safari only because it's the default here on my computer, but something is going on with my Safari where every time I open it up, it gets stuck on this web page and it locks. Did you know that Google Chrome takes up a lot of RAM? I don't have that problem. I can tell you because I have the Stream Deck. And right now I do have a lot of things running, right? Typically, my system resources are around 25% because I have that available. I have an option on the Stream Deck to monitor all of my system resources. CPU, I think it's called the CPU monitor. And right now I'm actually up to 40%. But I'm going to assume that's because I have Firefox open as well. And a bunch of other stuff. And somebody came and put I'm new to this. If I want to stream live, this comment is being held for moderation, so I have to read it, guys. Sorry. If I want to stream live, I should use Streamyard, Studio Geek 32. Reach out to me. I have a couple of questions about, well, Dr. Clay, I'm sorry, you're going to have to post that comment again, and then you can reach Studio Geek with your email address at another time, okay? Because I'm not sure if you guys are friends or not. So post a regular comment And then what you can do is, actually, you don't even have to post a comment. You can hover over those three dots in chat, and you'll see Studio Geek's channel. You go over to his channel, and more than likely, he has an About section there where you can email him or contact him somehow. All right? So I appreciate that sometimes folks don't know comment etiquette. But that's why there's moderation here on these YouTube comments. So you can't just post email addresses and things, websites and things like that in the comments unless you're a moderator. And I don't think any of my moderators are here today. Okay, so except Barb. I'm sorry. Barb's here. Let me just scroll back. I'm just double checking that I didn't miss anything. Okay. I don't think I missed any of the comments here, but I'll just put mine in there. It's okay. It's no foul. No, I don't think you were doing anything wrong, but YouTube did. So I just want to give you an alternative. Okay. So there you go. Let's get back to, we've gone over what's going on with, hang on one moment, guys. You know, YouTube is kind of slow with putting your live stream up on your channel. I'm on my channel page, and now I see it. There it is. I just want to open it up. Just like to have it open. It's my security blanket. Not planning on screen sharing it, though. We already went to infinity and beyond. All right, so next. Oh, I think I have gone over most of what I wanted to say. And, you know, one of the reasons why I think Streamyard is so incredible is the team. Gage Vandentop and Dan Briggs are two really incredible developers that provided a tremendous service for this community of live streamers. And it just came out at the opportune time to replace Hangouts. You know, we kind of saw the handwriting on the wall with Hangouts going away, but honestly, they shut Hangouts down pretty quickly after they made the announcement. Normally, it takes them like months and months, and maybe into the next year before they shut something down. But for whatever reasons that we probably will never know, they decided that, okay, it's run its course and it's time to get rid of it. And my comments are a little bit delayed, so I will put some of those comments up on screen. Barb says, I agree, StreamYard developers are major responsive. And if you're on Facebook, StreamYard has a Facebook community group. Now, I would recommend that you sign up for at least a free version of StreamYard first, and you can use my link. But before you ask to come into the group, and when it really makes sense, is after you've actually given it a test, because you can test it for free. And I'm actually going to put my link in the comments. Another thing that the StreamYard folks are doing that's really smart, besides having this community group on Facebook, is that they're doing weekly town halls. Weekly, I think they're up to week 30, so tonight will probably be 31 if I'm not mistaken. As a matter of fact, why not? Let's just go over to their channel. And so it would be YouTube. And it's on Facebook and on YouTube. They use Restream. They're using their own product and their own integration with Restream. And their intent on doing that was to make sure that they use the product so that they know what the customers are going through. And a lot of times we'll ask questions and Dan and Gage will kind of like, yeah, you're right. We've had that same problem. And so I was right about the number here. I'll put it, and you'll see that their Facebook page, their YouTube channel, everything is just growing so tremendously because of Hangouts disappearing. And it was kind of like, it was always cool to know that there was this other platform you could use. But now that Hangouts is gone, it's beyond cool, okay? It's imperative. Oh, huh? Hi, y'all. I'm right in front of Gage and Dan. So the last Sunday night, they do them at 9 p.m. Eastern, which means I always have to catch it in the replay because if anybody don't know, I'm going to let you know right now, Miss Eileen is in bed by 7. If I'm still up at 8 o'clock, I'm mad because I'm like, I got to get into bed earlier. But 9 o'clock is kind of like out of the question. But I don't mind watching the replays. And so last week was number 30. And so tonight will be 31. And what they do is they give us the updates to all the things that are changing, happening on the platform. They take the live Q&A. And especially with this influx of new users coming in, that's really critical. And there's all of us in the community there also answering questions so they don't have to answer each and every one. I've tried Streamyard. It was great, but I did not like the stream was made by Streamyard. Yeah, then that's when you need to upgrade. Okay, so I think it makes perfect sense for them to supply it for free. And the only thing that the only downside of the free version, or should I say the major downside of the free version, is that their logo is there. But I think that makes perfect sense because it does not at all interfere with your stream. And guess what? Hangouts did. Guess what? Hangouts did. Google's logo was on every single Hangout that you ever did. From the time they introduced Hangouts, they didn't even change the way the logo looked. And it was on the top left. Actually, this is my right. It was on the top left because a few times I repurposed some of those videos and I made it a little bigger because I was repurposing the video on Facebook. So I made sure that Google logo was outside the frame. But, so for a free platform, and we're talking 2 guys that are developers versus Google, a major conglomerate, Fortune 10 company, and they had their logo on there, and they weren't even charging. So like, they wanted to be represented that you were using Hangouts, and then after all that years of branding, thousands and millions of broadcasts, then they shut it down. So to me, it's a small price to pay. Barb says they pay the $20, then pay the $20 per month. Studio Geek 32. The price is more than worth the added value. That's right. And use the referral program. And as you get more people signing up through your referral link, that reduces your costs. I don't see Switcher Go on the App Store. Oh, that's a shame. They may have taken it down. I still got it on my phone. So StreamYard allows you to live stream to your social media platforms. Dr. Clay, in the beginning of this video, I actually went through and showed all the available options, destinations. So I'm going to show them again just for you. All right. And momentarily, I'm going to hide the comments from being on screen. I know that's may hurt somebody's feelings. Sorry about that. Okay, so you can live stream to Facebook page, group, or profile. LinkedIn page or profile. This is new. This LinkedIn integration is new. I'll say that one more time. The LinkedIn integration is brand new. YouTube, I'm not using Streamyard right now because I wanted to do the demo. I'm using Ecamm Live, which is Mac only. But you can stream. I've done many streams to YouTube. Periscope, aka Twitter Live, and the RTMP and the Restream connections allows you to go to just about any platform that has live streaming. Actually, yeah, any platform, because if there's a platform in live streaming and they don't give you the stream key, and if you don't know what a stream key is, don't worry. It's not all that techy. I have a quick video. Go to the Learn to Live Stream with Miss Eileen series, and you'll see how easy it is to use a stream key. Okay? So, that answers that question. Let's see what else you guys got for me here. I have a crazy idea that is cool. Okay. You have that look on your face in this profile pic. But somehow, I don't know if this profile pic what you look like. Because the other day, I'm telling on Studio Geek, y'all. The other day when we were over on Mixer, Studio Geek was telling me that he has been playing the keyboards for like 12 years. And he plays another instrument. Darn it, I can't remember what the other instrument was. But he's a musician. Oh, the drums. I got it. The drums for 10 years. And so when I'm looking at this profile pic of him, I'm like, this guy in this profile pic don't look like he's been playing the drums for 10 years. But I mean, maybe he started when he was 2. I don't know. Doug says, Studio Geek. Yeah, I cannot see it in the store either. They must have narrowed down the service to switch a studio. I apologize for that, guys. I have it on my phone, and I've used it recently. So I feel bad about that. Oh, you are 14, so you did start when you were 4. I mean, yeah, you started playing the drums when you were 4. Okay. All right. Excuse me. I apologize. You are an amazing musician then, because I ain't gonna tell you how old I am. I'm really, 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 really old, and I still haven't learned how to play an instrument. So yeah, I started when I was 4 years old. Okay, good for you. Oh, that's really fun. That's fun to know. Like I said, I still haven't, and I haven't learned to speak another language. I guess that's on my bucket list, though, to learn to speak another language. But I'm procrastinating because guess what? I haven't even decided what the other language is I want to speak. You know, Spanish, that just seems like, yeah, okay. And then there's French, is like, yeah, okay. And then it's like Chinese, like, whoa, whoa. So, yeah, that's where I am on that. When I retire, which, I don't know, maybe in the next 5 to 10 years, I'll actually start thinking about what other language. And I can speak Hebrew. Now, see, that wasn't even on my bucket list, but I might add that to the list as well. Thank you. Thank you so much, dear. I'm glad you cleared that up for me, because some of the things that you say make me feel like you're an adult, and here you are a teenager. Dole Whip Dad is in the house. Good morning, my dear. How are you? All right, so let's see. Okay, guess what, guys? I have a secondary topic. So for people who are on the live stream and you made it this far, let's talk about Facebook, because there's some changes over on Facebook. And I think we've covered everything about Streamyard. But before we roll into Facebook, I just want to make sure I answer each and every one of your questions about using Streamyard. I think we got it all covered here. I'm thinking about doing a video about why I'm not using LinkedIn Live, because a couple people asked me, are you on LinkedIn Live yet? And I'm like, no, and I am not in no rush to get over there. But I need to do a video about that. That's a whole nother topic. Keisha, what's up, girl? Always looking fabulous. The Purpose Penthouse TV. Hey now, I did not know that was the name of your channel, The Purpose Penthouse TV. Very, very cool. Hey now, and Dole Whip Dad is great, and he hopes I am too. Oh my God, your camera looks amazing. Oh, thank you. It's the Logitech Brio, along with Ecamm Live and a little green screen thing happening here today. Somebody called me out and said, how come you stopped using the green screen? And I'm like, because I was too lazy to pull it out. So then I felt like, oh, that's really lame, Eileen. You need to pull that thing out sometime. So today, I'm not going to do it all the time. Any thoughts on the Rodecaster Pro? Okay, that's a great topic. My thoughts are that I sure wish they would send me one for free, because everybody I know that reviewed the Rodecaster Pro has gotten a free review. Well, I shouldn't say everyone, but most of the folks. And they say it's fantastic. I haven't got my hands on it. I'm more a USB plug and play girl. That's why I use the ATR 2100. And when I'm not using that, I use the Samsung Q2U. So I'm more interested in having like my Stream Deck here rather than a mixer or a Rodecaster Pro. But I do think that it's an incredible piece of software and hardware, I'm sorry, and software, even though there were some complaints that they didn't do multi-track in the beginning. They'll iron all that stuff out. I mean, it's new. So, okay, green screen. Yes, Keisha. That's because I'm using Ecamm Live. Now, if I was on Streamyard, I would not be able to use the green screen. And I know people have asked that question about Streamyard. So let's just get that straight. The only way you're going to use a green screen with Streamyard is when you're using a virtual cam. Okay? From another piece of software. And Doug says it looks good for podcasting. Yeah, for live streaming, I don't think that Rodecaster Pro, it doesn't do anything for live streamers. No, not unless, the only way that it makes sense for a live streamer is that you're doing a mobile live stream. Because the Rodecaster Pro doesn't connect to your computer. You do all the recording on the device, and then you have that little microchip. It's not like there's a USB, you plug it into your computer. It doesn't work like that. It's a standalone setup that you plug mics into with XLR cables, and you also can connect your mobile device, your iPhone. I'm assuming it works for Android as well, and your iPads, okay? And Keisha said she is part of the Ecamm Live love train. We love us some Ecamm Live. Once you go Ecamm Live, you can never go back. I mean, you can integrate other things like I do with StreamYard, but you just never, it just touches your heart. And, I talked earlier about the developers for StreamYard, which are Gage and Dan, and they're Canadians. But I've got to show my love for Ken and Glenn, the two twin brothers. Honestly, I did not know that they were twin brothers at first. It took me a few months before I'm like, hey, they're twins. I thought they were just brothers. I knew they were brothers. But I didn't realize they were twins until one time, because Glenn usually comes on. Not anymore now. They both come on. And then Ken came on one day, and I thought it was Glenn until he turned his head a certain way. And I was like, that's not Glenn. That's Ken. Then I'm like, oh, God, they must be twins. Yeah, identical twins. And they have the most gorgeous families. Both of them do. And so, yeah. That's on a personal note. But they're amazing developers. Oh, and someone asked me to compare the journey of Ecamm Live developers versus the StreamYard developers. And so I think this might be a good topic to just mention that StreamYard developers are relatively young, and they've been developing with StreamYard since 2018. That's what it says on their Facebook page. Ecamm Live have had the Ecamm network. They've been building apps for almost 20 years. So they built Mac apps only. And so there's really no comparison. You know, Ecamm Call Recorder is the tool that I heard about so much before I got my Mac. People used to always talk about the Ecamm Call Recorder, and I was like, oh God, when I get a Mac, I'm going to get the Ecamm Call Recorder. And I got it, and then guess what? It works with Skype, and I don't like Skype, so I never really used it. But when they came out with this, Ecamm Live, I was like, oh, now I got something I can use. But they have other tools like eyeglasses and tools that I don't even use. I can't tell you much about them. Okay, and Keisha wants to know what camera I'm using. I am using the Logitech Brio. But I must say, when it comes to webcams, Logitech has the market sewed up because I used that C920 for years, and I was perfectly happy with it. The Brio just has, you know, a couple little extra perks, and it's like I bought it, so I might as well use it. But even the C930, and I have that one too. They're all amazing. Every Logitech is the bomb when it comes to the webcams, okay? So I missed a comment that I want to pin up here. And I know you guys are probably thinking, why do you have comments in two places? Because I want to. It's my live stream. There is an app that Switcher Studio that you can record. Is this a question or a statement? That you can record multicam with iPhone and iPads when you plug into the Mac. Then I can see it in the software. Then I can put it into Streamyard. Streamyard allows you to put in. Oh, you know what? I forgot to cover that topic. I was about to go into another topic, and I forgot to talk about the two other options that you have with Streamyard. Because I closed down that screenshot because I wanted to get it out my way. Let me open it back up. You can play a pre-recorded video inside of Streamyard. However, you put it in as an overlay, and there's two limitations. Limitations on the file size and a limitation on the length of the video. Okay, so I'm going to take this down for a second. For example, this, even though I'm using the Stream Deck for this, check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today. It's your girl, Miss Eileen. Let's get started with today's video. Now that's an intro that I made for myself, and it's 11 seconds. I could upload that into StreamYard and play that intro on StreamYard whenever I start my live streams. But I will caution everyone that when you're going live, depending upon the platform you're going live on and your internet connection and a whole bunch of other stuff that you really don't have any control over, it doesn't always start right at the very beginning. So either you have this little awkwardness where there's a couple of seconds of silence because you're waiting, or you get cut off. So just a side note. I mean, you know, that doesn't mean not to do it. Still do it, and just know that in the replay, or even if people, like, you know, somebody could be there live. You could schedule your live and people sitting there waiting for you to come on. There's right now, with the technology we have in our hands, we do not have a way to know the exact moment that video is going to go live and your intro can start playing. So you may see people that either wait, and so you've got nothing for 2-3 seconds and then the intro, or the other way around, a couple of seconds of the intro gets cut off. So that's why in that particular intro, I don't say anything in the first couple seconds. You know, you may miss a little bit of the video, but At least you don't miss my talking. Because, I want y'all to hear me talking. All right. So, Keisha said, yes. And Dole Whip Dad and Tube Techie are saying hi to each other. Don't forget, everybody, click on those little 3 dots and connect with everyone, because I really love that you guys are still here. And also, don't forget, hashtag 2 taps. For those who already subscribe, 1 tap to like the video, the other tap to share it out on your favorite social media platform. If you're new, hashtag 2 taps, 1 tap to subscribe, and the other tap to turn on those ding dang notifications so you get that little bell. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, Eileen is live. Am I on Twitter? Child, I started my whole life on Twitter. No, yes, absolutely. ILEANESBUDDY. And I think I missed something else. Oh, Reggie came back with a different YouTube channel. Reg, you're confusing me. You were here with Reg 1167 earlier. I'm jealous. I got to get a Mac and Ecamm. A lot of people are very jealous of this program. They really are. So, yeah, I was jealous of the people who were using Call Recorder. That's why it's so funny that I don't even use it. But I had to hear it for years. For years, I was listening to podcasters always talking about Ecamm Call Recorder. Okay, and as always, good stuff, Eileen. Always get a nugget or 2 when I am on your streams. Need to head out and get breakfast for me and the kid. Have a great day all. Yes, thanks so much. You know what? I need a second breakfast too. No, I had my Cheerios. My Cheerios is what I usually have for breakfast. And then it's lunchtime for me. Like 11:30 is when I start eating lunch, even during the week. Because y'all know I get up at 3 a.m. So it's really late. Just so you know. And so there's my Twitter handle at Eileen. You can find me on Twitter, on Pinterest, on Instagram with @Eileen. Everywhere else is Eileen Smith for crazy reasons. Like here on YouTube. I actually have two handles here on YouTube. Miss Eileen Speaks and Eileen Smith. It's a whole Google Plus thing. Don't ask. Okay, yes, 3 a.m., but I go to bed at 7. And that's how I get up and get stuff done without people wanting me to do things for them. And, sometimes I still don't work, but at least I try. Well, I feel like Ecamm is better than Stitcher Studio. I'll put it this way. I use Ecamm. You haven't seen me use Stitcher Studio. So, there's my opinion on that. Like I said, if you have, excuse me, multiple cameras set up, that's when Switcher Studio is really good. Now, you can do multiple camera setup with Ecamm. Don't get me wrong. You can bring in a bunch of cameras. I saw a demo, Ken did a demo where he had 9 cameras connected. Me, I have the Brio and I have my phone. The phone is the only time I would use a second camera, and I really try to limit doing that. But I will, since I mentioned it earlier, I am going to show that the Ecamm Live connects with Stream Deck. Oh, but before I do that, one more thing I didn't cover about Streamyard, because after this, we're done with my going through all the reasons why Streamyard is a replacement for Hangouts. You can upload a background, and for this, I'm going to go back to the screen share. Not that. This. You can upload a background right here so that when you have guests on and you're in this layout here where people can see a little bit of the background, they'll see your background. So you can add your branding, or you could just add a colorful background. In fact, when Gage and Dan do the Streamyard, hang on, let's see if I can get that up again. When they do the town halls, hang on, this one here. When they do the town halls, they have this gorgeous blue gradated background. You can see how it starts off as a green, like a seafoamy green, and then there's like a gradation, okay? Which I think looks so good with their brand when they're in this 2-up layout. And so there you have it. Let me go back and just do a recap of that real quick. Let me figure out where I put that. So you can add your logo. You can add your branding color. This is on the paid version. You can choose from 2 different themes for the layouts for your comments. And you can add a video as to use as an outro and intro. 30 seconds is the limit for that. And you can add the background. And you can bring in up to 5 guests. So that's you and 5 guests. You and 5 guests. Because I know people say, if I say 5 guests and they say, does that mean 6 people, or does that include you and 5 guests? I know, because I asked that question too. Okay. The price is a lot a month. Well, young man, you're just going to have to drum harder and play the keyboards harder, and then you can come out with a song that goes viral, and then you won't have to worry about the price. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing you. Yeah, we all have to worry about the price. Seriously, don't think just because you're a young man, you have to worry about the price. That's even more reason why you should be more mindful of the money that you spend. When you start off young, you know, making sure all your pennies count for something, then, you know, it comes a second nature when you get older. So, Switcher is great for mobile. Yes, it is, Reggie. Yes, very good. Thank you so much for your feedback. Thank goodness for StreamYard. It has saved my channel. Sports Time Medicine, thank you so much for saying that, because this is what, why I'm bringing this StreamYard to you guys. When Google and when any of these other platforms, they provide these free tools for us to meet their objectives at the time, and then, they get everybody using it, and then they decide that they want to shut it down. And so Sports Time Machine, I would love to know, were you doing a podcast or were you just doing a live stream with Google Hangouts? Make a video, Ecamm versus StreamYard. Actually, that's what these videos are doing, comparing the 2 platforms. I just don't use that as the title because I like both. And, but I've done about 6 or 7 videos now where I've compared Ecamm versus StreamYard. You just kind of have to ignore the title and just go into the content, and you'll see that. And basically, I've done that here today. And Super Dell TV. Hey, Miss Eileen, I remember a few months ago, you brought StreamYard to my attention. I told the cable cord community about this, and now every one of us I think you want to say use it. Yes, we love it. Thanks so much. Salute. Thank you, Super Dell, for letting me know that. I will make sure I tell the people at StreamYard. Sports simming broadcasting. I'm confused about simming, but that might be a typo. Sports Time Machine. Do you edit videos or is it just live stream? I do edit videos, yes, and I use ScreenFlow. And I saw you ask that question earlier. What video editing software do I use? I use ScreenFlow. That's how I created that little video intro that you saw, was with music that I got from Andre Lewis from Freaky Foof. And he's Andre Lewis, Louis. And you can support him over on Patreon. And here is my girl. Keisha's my girl too, but I was trying, the comments are coming in so quick, I clicked on the wrong one. When do you use StreamYard versus Ecamm Live? Now, that is the question. Very good. And I'm going to answer that. But I got to say hi to my girl, Evelyn. Evelyn Parham, I just love that new profile picture of yours. I've been using StreamYard and I like it. Learned about them because of you. Thanks. I love these testimonials, guys. Thank you. The guys at StreamYard, they know. One time Gage told me, he said, I think you referred more people than anybody to StreamYard. All right. I use StreamYard when I want to bring on a guest. Now, you can bring on guests on Ecamm, the same number, 5 plus the host, but you have to use Skype, which I don't like. Now, a lot of people love Skype. So if you love Skype and you're on a Mac, just use Ecamm. But if you don't love Skype, like me, and you want an alternative, all you have to do is send a person a link. Oh, the other thing about using Skype, I'm sorry, let me go back to Ecamm. The other thing about losing Skype, you as the host needs to have that person's Skype handle, and you have to invite them onto the broadcast. Okay? As with StreamYard, similar thing. You have to have some way to connect with that person. It could be Messenger, it could be Twitter, it could be email, text message, but you have to send them that link. Okay, now you can make a short link and just say it out on your broadcast, anybody who wants to come in. But us ladies, we like to have control. We don't like to just say, anybody who wants to come in. Unless we're just doing one of those kinds of videos where we're just like, anybody, this is a free-for-all, this is a Ask Me Anything. But typically we want to have a certain guest, we know that guest is coming on, or we want to control into a certain group of people. Like for me, it would be my patrons. So if I'm on using a StreamYard, I go over to my Facebook page, a Facebook group where my patrons are, and I give them the link to join. I don't give it to anybody else but them, if that's the way I decide to do it that day. Because I'm not one that really does a lot of interviews. But that's when I use StreamYard. That's why StreamYard is a replacement for Hangouts, because people used Hangouts for interviews. So you can use Ecamm Live for interviews as well, if you don't mind Skype. And people do it all the time. For me, I'm not a fan of Skype. I'll use StreamYard. But I use the virtual cam with Ecamm, because Ecamm still lets me do a lot more things, like being able to put up this comment widget and have the comments come up on screen in an alternate way. Dr. Clay says, wow, I need a tech class before I launch my podcast/show. I'm excited. My podcast is going to be off the hook. Great. I hope that's not the name of your podcast. You're just talking about how it's going to be off the hook. Here you go. You can get classes, tech classes, absolutely for free right here on this YouTube channel. I was going to say on this Ecamm channel. On this YouTube channel, I have playlists for podcasting, mobile podcasting, podcasting from desktop, using Anchor, using Spreaker. Okay, I've even got a couple tutorials about using Libsyn. I've got live streaming tutorials. I've got a series called Learn to Live Stream with Miss Eileen. I've got a playlist called Ecamm Live Tutorials. I've got a playlist called Streamyard Tutorials. So you can get all your tech classes and training right here with Miss Eileen. Okay? So be sure you subscribe and make sure you turn on those notifications, y'all. And you know what? I was going to talk about Facebook, but it's getting late, y'all. Everybody wants to go eat lunch. And I so very much appreciate each and every one of you who has come out today. Please be sure to share this video, even the replay. I'll leave this up as a replay. And what I want to do is also let you guys know, for those of you who actually want to contact me, and if you want to be featured on my podcast, you can leave me a recorded voicemail at eileen.link/voicemail. Leave me a recorded voicemail if you got a question. If you don't want your voicemail on my podcast, you just say it, and this is just between me and you, Miss Eileen. Okay? But T says, I love you, Miss Eileen. Oh, hi, T. How are you? Oh, T is a cute little kitty. Thank you so much, dear. Thank you. That just made me feel really good. And be sure to check out all the videos here. I've got tutorials for podcasting. Let's see what I can do here. I've got this up. I'm going to sign up for the paid version of StreamYard. Thanks. Be sure to use my link, Dr. Clay. And thank you so very much, everyone, for coming out. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.